Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the gold and the silver price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. As you can see, the gold has started to move toward the upside in the scenario given already here as a potential A, B, C, D, and an E, and potentially, of course, this triangle might unfold something for lower. However, this move toward the upside is very questionable. We see, of course, a very strong move as an impulse internally somehow, where you can count 1, 2, and wave 3 here already given, and then wave 4 and wave 5 still unfolding. As this is something turning to bullish after a potential diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, and then we're looking for another 1, 2. Well, also you have to consider as well this is another diagonal, right? Because this is your low there. So you have 1, 2, 1, 2, and currently another 1, 2, where the highs are of course losing momentums, and that means of course, yeah, it is a weakness knowing that the lows are still keeping the momentum, but at the end it is a formation of a triangle shape here. However, a triangle shape also requires a very clear zigzag. So the things are the following: if this thing here is gonna transform to a zigzag, meaning if we don't drop down for a wave 2 and we continue toward the upside here, that means, of course, you would like to see another 5 waves over there. Why? Because you want to turn this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave A. This is your wave B. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal. It has to be ending diagonal. It cannot be an impulse. And finishing as a triangle, as of course, triangle wave E, and then moving down. If this does not happen, that means, of course, we are bullish guys here. And we might, of course, continue toward the upside, despite that the highs are losing momentum. Of course, they can regain strength, of course, due to the news as well. Of course, yeah, I mean, the news are not really great that the gold goes down, honestly. So, particularly, I'm looking somehow maybe for higher in this case scenario, because I see, of course, an impulse right now and not a clean zigzag, unless the thing, as I mentioned, if we see a diagonal here, then we might drop down in a wave 5, of course, or a wave C here, because you have finished an A, B, and potentially you might, of course, drop down here after the triangle rather than a wave V here to be there for a triangle, of course, A, B, C, D, E, and then dropping down impulsively toward the downside. Yep. So these are the possibilities here for the gold. For the silver, and for the silver as well, we are looking almost to the same scenario here with a potential triangle. Nothing is so much different than, of course, the gold. I know that this is a higher here, but don't forget that this can unfold. Of course, this can be your wave A, B, and a C. Well, C cannot be really there. That's true. Unless, of course, it is a bigger wave A here, and then B, C, D, and an E. But yeah, I doubt it. So therefore, sorry, the triangle cannot be there. It is a total ABC, and obviously the 1-to-1 fib level perfectly taken, and we drop down here somehow in a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you might be in an ABC. Now, yeah, this move toward the upside here, it might be clearer because you have a low here. This is a low. Now, of course, it can be your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but also it can be an A, B, and a C here, and that you might start to see something for lower continuation. So the things are a little bit different here in the silver rather than the gold. The gold, your low is there and not this one. Yeah, so I cannot consider 1, 2, unfortunately, but yeah, the thing is much more clearer over there. Now, if we take one more high here, which is your wave 5, and especially in an ending diagonal, also it finish a perfect impulse here. If an imperfect impulse will unfold, well, we gotta be careful again. It might be something reversal. However, I still doubt it, guys. But unless this is also kind of an impulsive wave, and you're talking here about 1, 2, 1, 2, another 1, 2 again, and then we move towards the upside. So we're gonna see how the things are going to unfold. Meaning, of course, that in this case, if this happened in several 1-2s, that you have bottomed here for 3 waves, of course, corrective, and you're looking at several 1-2s, and you move towards the upside. But if the things doesn't unfold and we don't take the high, because this is of course our confirmation. Let's take it as a key level, by the way. So this is your confirmation for higher here, meaning of course something bullish is unfolding. The same as for the gold, taking the high, well, already confirmation for higher. Yeah. So if we see the price continuing toward the upside here, well, that's it. It's a bullish scenario. We have three ways finished, bottomed 404 before the timing. Well, the fib levels are already taken, and by the way, it's a very deep one. So you might have several 1-2s and moving towards the upside, but that will be a little bit tricky when forming a triangle and then transforming it into several 1-2s, because they are impulsive. This is the thing, but of course the momentum is a tricky thing here. So that was it for the gold. And for the silver, the intraday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.